How's everyone doing? I just wanted to show a couple of plays that I thought were ridiculous and go through a court case and some quotes from retired players. Just because lately I saw someone with a pretty big following on YouTube coming out and saying, "Oh, the NFL's not rigged. Uh, they're not even making that much money off the betting. The way they make all their money is off the TV deals and just saying dumb shit. And it's obviously rigged. I mean, here's another example of how easy it is. Okay, first of all, let's look at these NFC South standings here. It's showing on the graphic for us. Tampa Bay's at 5-6 in first place, which is ridiculous enough. But anyway, New Orleans is 4-8 in last place. They're not far apart. They're right there, right there with Carolina. One game behind Atlanta just because they played one less game. They're right there. So if they won this game, they would be 5-8, and first place would be 5-7. They'd be right there. So this is a huge game. They're up by 13 points with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So this is a huge moment in the game because they want to suck that clock out. If they get a first down here, they'll have it's like 40 seconds each down. And either they would suck out a lot more time, a good chunk of the time that's left, or Tampa Bay would have to use their timeouts. They wouldn't be able to use them later in the game when they're trying to score, right? And if you get another first down, the game is basically over. They won't have enough time to score two times. Anyway, Ingram's going to get the ball on a little pass out here to the flat and have a clear lane to get a first down, but he doesn't do that. Instead, he decides to run out of bounds a yard before it. So let's just watch. And you tell me that he couldn't pick up. By the way, that's his whole thing. That's Ingram's forte, is getting the short yardage stuff. Gets the pass. Look at this. All he has to do is take another step. Take one more step forward or hold the ball out. He doesn't do either one of those. Said he just runs out of bounds, and then their excuse is, oh, he hurt his hamstring. Come on. See, now you'll see him on the sideline. Oh, my leg. That's why I couldn't stick the ball out. My hamstring. Come on, man. And of course, the very next play, 3rd and 1, and they could run the ball again as well. Obviously they're loaded up to stop the run, but if they run the ball, they still suck out another 40 seconds of the clock, or they have to burn a timeout. And I'm not saying you have to run here, but look at this pass. He's up here in press man coverage, and he's going to throw it to him when the guy's just right there. There's no chance. If he would have just waited a second, this guy would have come wide open. The guy's already behind him. I mean, it's just dumb. You could have thrown it out here to this guy. You could have gave it to Kamara, but no, you throw this stupid pass, and then we all know what happens after this, right? Of course, the Buccaneers come back and win the game. They should have never had a chance to win the game. Completely scripted and fake. Now let's watch this. Davante Adams, in overtime, just going to go wide open. Not even going to try to cover him. Here comes, and this guy's supposed to be one of the top young corners in the league. Doesn't even make an attempt to cover him. Doesn't even try. Look how long it takes him to turn. Wide open. Someone's gonna tell me this is real. There's zero effort in overtime against your division rival. You let him score a wide open touchdown to walk off and win the game. And if these people that claim to be truthers are saying that this is real, this isn't fake, people have to realize if you tell the truth on YouTube, you could be wrong or whatever. I've been wrong on stuff. If you're telling the truth and you're calling stuff out, you're not going to get any followers. And that's just the sad truth of it. So if these people that have a lot of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, they just simply could not get there unless they're shills, basically. Because I've seen it. But anyway, we can go here, and of course there was a court case, Mayer versus Belichick, and I think these things are put out to, I would say, kind of muddy the waters, right? Because, oh, this guy is suing Bill Belichick over the Patriots game, over them filming the Jets, right? And so he takes him to court. In the court, this guy's going to talk about it. This is a media post. I don't know. Media Daily News. I don't know how legitimate they are or anything. But anyway. It says something up here. Let's say you were given an endless get-out-of-jail-free card. What would you do with it? Would you commit crimes, steal, kill somebody, try to rule the world? Would you settle for, say, $14 billion a year? That's the luxurious position the NFL finds itself in when it comes to its court-granted right to fix the outcome of professional football games. There is no question the NFL has the legal right to fix a game, any game, including the Super Bowl. So then the real question becomes, does it? Just so we're clear, in 2007, the New England Patriots were caught cheating, videotaping opponents' formations and coaching signals, even with evidence destroyed by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. See, why would you ever do that? You know, it's just to make the story more interesting or whatever. You know, I don't think the Patriots. See, they try to make this false paradigm where the Patriots would have to cheat themselves to win, when in reality, the league knows who's going to win. They make it happen however they can. These referees, like I said, referees, star players, key players on each side, coaches. Not every player. That's another stupid argument I hear. Every player has to be involved. Not every single player has to be involved. That's not true. They could be, but they would not. They would definitely not have to be. Anyway, sorry. Turned out they'd been doing it for 10 years. A Jets fan and season ticket holder Carl Mayer sued the Patriots, asking for reimbursement to all Jets fans who went to those games. He lost. Why did he lose? If you read the brief one-paragraph explanation that ran in the New York Times, you'd only learn that Mayer failed to prove any legal right to damages. Okay, but why not? Google and being your way around the internet, and you'll find explanations hard to come by from any sports, business, or legal reporter, but at least the court decision is online. You can read it for yourself. That's right here. It's kind of hard to understand, with their legal terms and everything. Where did I get stuff out here? The court even quoted Mayer's ticket stub, which reads, "The ticket only grants entry into stadium and a spectator seat for the specified NFL game. If the Patriots cheated to win that game, well, tough. Legally, extrapolate that, and it means if any outcome is fixed, well, tough." Anyway, you can go on and read this, but they say that it's legal to do so. But even if it wasn't, even if that's not true, which it seems like it is, I read through this, it wouldn't matter anyway, because who's going to bring charges on the NFL? We're living in a corporate fascist America here, where the government's corrupt and working with these corporations. They're never going to get any trouble for anything. You guys, I hope you understand that. And anytime they do, it's just for show. You know what I mean? Anyway, here's another thing on the that court case. The guy's lawyer, the losing side's lawyer, said, "The opinion seems to suggest that no matter how much ticket holders pay, they can be defrauded by NFL teams, and it puts the NFL on the same level as professional wrestling." That was a lawyer that was in that case back in 2007. You also have this from the Chicago Tribune, and now this is another example of what I was just saying there, the Deflategate, you know what I mean? Tom Brady's a cheater, huh? Surprised? Shocked? I'm not, but I wish I was. See, they're trying to say he's the cheater instead of the whole thing's rigged. But anyway, the feigned outrage over the New England Patriots Hall of Fame-bound quarterback having something to do with deflating footballs in last season's AFC Championship game is a perfect time to huddle up and realize there is a dramatic difference between sports and sports entertainment. Sports come with rules. Sports entertainment comes with the illusion of rules. Guess which one best describes the National Football League? This is why my level of trust in the NFL is at all-time low, yet I still keep watching for the entertainment value, just as I've been doing for many years. By knowing this going into each game and each season, I routinely suspend my belief that this multi-billion-dollar sport is rigidly guided by something as silly, antiquated, and irrelevant as rules. Revenue, not rules, is the bottom line here, just as it is with most sports entertainment performances. Yes, performances. Anyway, you can go on and read this. I'll leave all the links for you. But anyway, sports entertainment, right? That's what it is. Just like the WWF, is a type of spectacle which presents an ostensibly competitive event. Ostensibly? I had to look that up just to make sure. Apparently, purportedly, but perhaps not actually, right? It's a WWF wrestling match. I've been saying this a long time. And I'll actually show you somebody else who says it too. Then, just the whole thing that, they're making more money off the TV and all this. I don't think they are anymore. This is from worldsoccertalk.com. So, how accurate it is, who knows? It's the internet. Despite its relatively low global interest, the National Football League reigns supreme when it comes to total revenue. The NFL generates about $10 billion in domestic broadcast revenue each year. If you look at the sports betting now that it's online, this is legalsportsbetting.com, so I'm guessing they have a pretty good handle on this. Those betting on the NFL are typically active week to week, meaning steady action for the sportsbook operators. An estimated $100 billion is wagered at licensed sportsbooks during the NFL season, with billions wagered on the Super Bowl alone. So you're going to tell me there was nothing in it for them to rig these? That's absolutely ridiculous. There's 10 times the amount of money on betting. So that argument is just dumb. Larry Johnson. Remember him? Played for the Chiefs. I'll show you a picture of him where we should be a little bit suspicious of this guy. But after every game, this has been a presentation of... I still get a kick out of... this has been a presentation of... I still get a kick out of people not figuring out they're watching a narrative, not a game. This guy was a star running back. He wasn't there too long. But another quote from him. Playoff teams are set. Super Bowl champion already picked. Blatant officiating and a ready-to-go explanation. Haven't you noticed that? That's why they have these TV referees that come on and talk. Oh yeah, I think I made the right call. The ball's. Blah, blah, blah. It can go either way. They're so cloudy on these catches and stuff. It can go either way. Whichever way they want it to go, they have a perfect explanation for it. But anyway, ready-to-go explanation is how we get you to accept all of it up front. What can you do? Nothing. Shut up and give us your money. Keep in mind, he used to make these weird signs when he played for the Chiefs. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was into it then. He's out now. A lot of times that's not the case. But maybe they're just trying to externalize what they're doing. Who knows? Maybe this is part of bringing down America is to, start delegitimizing all these things Americans love. Like, look at the government now. Half of the people, the people on the right, 5 years ago, if I would have told them politics is rigged and the voting doesn't count and all this, they would have said I'm crazy. Now they all believe that they got screwed in 2020. They all believe it was rigged. So, and let's see here. This was Chris Borland. Now, I'm not going to try to say exactly what he was saying there because and you'll see with Earl, it's kind of weird too, but dehumanizing sounds so extreme, but when you're fighting for football at the bottom of the pile, it's kind of dehumanizing. It's like a spectacle of violence for entertainment, and you're the actors in it. You're complicit in that. You put on the uniform, and it's a trivial thing at its core. It's make-believe, really. That's the truth about it. Ex-linebacker Chris Borland, who retired after 1 year, something like that. And this is a somebody talking about a bunch of stuff. I'll leave this for you too. I don't want to read through it all. But here's a quote, and I cannot find this quote, and I cannot find it, a video of it, but I've seen people reference it all over the place. So I'm just going to show it here. It could be a lie, but I've seen people say the exact same quote and quote this. So, Atlanta's, and then someone tried to, it was in a forum, and someone was fighting back with them saying he was talking about nebulous destiny or whatever the hell, but I don't think that really applies when you're talking about two teams playing for the Super Bowl. Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank was interviewed saying, "It is predetermined that these two teams would be here." See, that's where the nebulous destiny or whatever they call it comes in. "I wish my team was selected to be in the Super Bowl, but these two gentlemen deserve it." That's the owner of the Atlanta Falcons. And listen to Earl Campbell here. Now, he's going to start off saying the interesting thing, and then he's going to go into... starts turning it into kind of, they're not as tough anymore. But listen to what he says in the beginning. Hold on 1 sec. Let me turn off this mic. Well, screw it. I'm just going to turn it down.
To me, it's like growing up watching wrestling. And we all know now that we're grown men that wrestling is fake. Well, Football is not played like it was when I played. It was real football when Jack Tatum and I hit each other on the 2-yard line, and I back.
Oh, I'm just gonna stop it there. He's just gonna go on about how Jack Tatum and blah 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 blah, you know. But this is Earl Campbell, one of the greatest running backs of all time. And I'll leave this where you can hear it. I'm not trying to just snip it or anything. I just save you the extra 45 seconds there. But why is he talking about wrestling? And you see how this guy over here in the Nike shirt kind of makes a funny giggle and like, oh gosh, what's he gonna say? It's probably his son or something. Anyway, I mean, come on. There's all kinds of this stuff. You don't even need all this stuff. All you need to do is watch plays like this. And look at this distance. Where's the safety? What's he doing over there? There's nobody there. You're going to double cover this guy? Or yeah, he's slowly coming over, but it's like, this is enemy number one, Davante Adams. Anyway, I just saw one more funny thing when I was looking around, because on my other videos I talked about the number 33. I try not to talk about this stuff too much anymore, the gematria stuff. You can go way overboard with it. You can kind of get caught up in it. Start finding numbers everywhere, but you can't tell me this is not on purpose. 33 to 33, and we're going to have a 33-yard pass interference penalty. And the whole length of the video is 33 seconds. Really? And of course it's some garbage pass interference call. But 33 to 33 with a 33-yard pass interference on a 33-second video. This is the kind of, and this was obviously garbage. And I don't even know what year this is. Maybe last year. I don't think they played this year. Did they play? No, I don't think they have. No, this has to be last year or something. I don't know how this popped up, how I got to this, but I just started looking at the numbers like, what, 33 to 33, 33-yard pass interference, bogus penalty, puts the Raiders into field goal range, and it was 33 seconds long. Anyway. I don't think that video went all that great. I'm going to watch it again, but anyway, if this does go up, thanks for watching.